got to run myself and I gotta run down. Well, I look like something you can put in a fucking cage.
Hello, YouTube. I was approached by one of my viewers on one of my pro-choice videos, or because of my pro-choice videos, to share her story. And after reading her story, I of course said I would. And given that, the comments on this video will be approval pending. And the reason behind that is I don't feel there's any argument with it. So I'm not going to allow any. I mean, if you can respectfully argue your point, and if you disagree, respectfully, I may actually let those comments be approved. But if I see basically what looks like trolling, they're not going to be approved. The 5-star ratings will still be allowed, but that will be the extent of it. And as you know, I've never done this to any of my videos, so obviously I feel very strongly about this subject, and I feel that arguing, below the video would simply devalue the story in itself. So I will get started. I also don't know how long this video will be because I'm not going to chop any part of the story up. I will be reading it as it was written to me. I am Kathy. I am pro-choice, and this is why. Here's my story. When I was 16, I had a baby. Aborting and adoption was no option for me. My choice. My parents raised me, if you make a mistake, you own up to it, and I did. When my son was 6 months old, 3 men came to my door, asked for my ex-brother-in-law. At the time, we had no screen door or a window to look out of to see who was there. I told them he wasn't there, and they barged in, and 2 of them raped me. Cops were called. Evidence was collected. I was not given any pills, as they do today, for rape victims. All I got was, dressing like that, no wonder, you're just asking for trouble. I was wearing a tube shirt and shorts at the time because it was hot, and I had the door and windows shut. When I go out into public, I wear a t-shirt and jeans, and still do to this very day. 1 month passed, and my worst fear became reality. I was pregnant. Again, abortion and adoption was no option. My choice. I went to my second doctor's visit, and he told me everything was fine, but it wasn't. The man lied. Now Child Services got involved even more, and said I was immature and that my son would be better off without me. So I ran with him and moved to another city before they could get their hands on him. I know it was wrong, but what other option did I have? Stay there and they take my son, or leave and hold on to him? Anyways, living in a new city, I thought everything would be better. I got a job, visited the doctor. I thought everything was going great. The second child was born. 2 weeks passed after his birth, and I knew something was wrong with this child. Oh no, everything's fine. You're just overreacting. Next visit, everything wasn't so fine. He stopped breathing. He was rushed to a children's hospital, later finding out he had a vessel from his heart wrapped around his windpipe. This could be corrected, but there was more. His body temperature was below normal, his weight, and he had MS, leaving him blind and deaf. Here's the real kicker. Always leaving the worst for last. He had incurable brain cancer. I knew there was something wrong because this child never cried, always gasping for air. He never moved or anything. He just laid there. They explained that it wasn't my fault, which I was grateful at least someone was on my side. I was also told that according to my medical chart, the doctor who took care of me knew all about it from the first visit. I confronted him, and asked why did he lie to me. His reply, "You would have terminated the pregnancy." You're absolutely right, I would have. That poor little boy suffered for 8.5 months. I took him home, where he later died. This is why now I have become pro-choice. No one, and I mean no one, has the right to withhold information or to tell someone what they can and cannot do, just because of what they believe in. Pro-life people only tell you one side of the story, like someone who had an abortion and regretted it, or someone who was raped and is happy they didn't do it. They never tell the story of people like me. If I knew then what I know now, I would have gotten the abortion. A child should never have to suffer that kind of pain. Parents should never have to sit and watch their child suffer, knowing that they had other options and was denied that option. Why didn't I give him up for adoption? Now honestly, would you take a child that you know is going to die? Or would you take one that is healthy? Besides, I never really liked adoptions, and don't highly recommend. But I would never tell anyone that they couldn't either. That is totally up to them. I had 3 sisters that were taken away from my parents just because my dad lost his job and had no money at the time. Child Services did not give my father any time to look for a new job before coming in and ripping his children from them. No job, no money, no children. My parents had no choice. Someone made that for them. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope this helps someone in whatever decision they make in life. I'm not going to comment any further, but there is a question that needs to be asked, and I'll let this ask it.